Hi, I am Trevon, aka NerdWithTheTech. I am with Geek Vibes Nation, and I'm so excited to talk to you guys. I talked to Kai and Tessa a few days ago, or last week sometime. So I'm excited to talk to you guys now. Um,
Woohoo.
yeah, I've been really enjoying this season. I've seen all of it up to the end. I can't wait to talk about that.
Oh
So
my gosh.
yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. So I guess I wanted to start with um I guess we'll start with Buzz Blast because that was really interesting from the very, the start. It was just seeing you guys in like, real life jobs and
Hmm.
trying to make it in the real world. It was pretty cool to see. Just like these morphos too, but this is, I like to see it continuing, that it keeps happening. I like that. Um what drew you to, like, how much of your character did you know about when you first started? I guess either one of you guys, like, when you auditioned, how much did you know? Jinx, you
Well,
want to start? You want to start?
The color.
yeah, nothing.
Oh
You
wait,
literally don't. Hmm?
you say when we auditioned?
Yeah, like when you auditioned and you knew about the character, like, did it tell you anything about your character, where it was going,
No.
anything?
No.
Really?
Okay. So I had auditioned for Beast Morphers, and they
Okay.
used the same mock sides from that audition for our season. So I
Oh,
already knew them.
okay.
But no, so we don't know anything. We don't know character names, color, anything about our characters. So like when we obviously got the call saying that we were becoming Power Rangers, they told us our colors, but we didn't know our characters' names or descriptions until we got to New Zealand in quarantine.
Wow. Okay. Wow. So that goes for both of you. Like, that was it. You just knew. Wow. Okay. I guess that's interesting. So how far in the season? I guess we can, I'm gonna talk about it. You and Ollie. Your character, you and Ollie first. I'm excited. I'm sorry. I'm really a big Power Rangers fan. So this was really cool. I love seeing all this stuff. So from the first episode, I was rooting for your characters, like for Ollie and for I can't, I'm so flustered right
Yeah.
now. Wow. Ooh, getting nervous.
Or
Amelia.
Javi and Amelia.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Ollie and Amelia from the
Oh,
beginning of the
Kai.
show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was excited. I was excited for that. I was like, oh, so I was rooting for you guys from the beginning. I was like, oh, is this the where they're gonna go with it? Or they just teasing us? They're playing around, her trapping her trapping him in that net at the beginning. I was like, okay, it's funny. I was like, let's see where this goes. I like you guys actually
Friendly
got together.
banter.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Um, so did you? So how early did you know that was gonna happen? Like, did you had no idea that was gonna happen either?
For
Or
big plot points, Simon actually didn't want us to know them until we got the scripts to do the table reads right before that block. So, obviously, like, we hear things like through the grapevines and we get little comments of like little spoilers and stuff like that. But big plot points like that, we actually didn't know until like pretty much right before we filmed them.
okay.
Mhm.
Um, so I guess for you, Chance, I mean, since you are a musician in real life, so
Mhm.
how cool was that to play that in the show?
It-
Was any of the music you like was in it? I was wondering that too.
I was talking to them. I was like, if you guys don't have any of the songs written that are going to be in the Power Rangers thing, let me know.
Mhm.
I'd love to be a part of the writing process and all that stuff. But we were so busy, there wasn't a lot of time to get into the sessions with them. And plus, some of the writers that were like a part of actually writing it were in Los Angeles while we were in New Zealand. So didn't quite work out that way. But I did get to
Okay.
play the instruments and
Okay.
incorporate my skill set, I guess, into the character. And it was really nice to root myself into him that way and feel like that sense of comfortability right from the start.
Yeah. Yeah. I bet he likes this. He likes this a lot. Watching. I was like, he get more and more into it, and then he was really
Mhm.
popular and everything. Had somebody cover his songs. I was like, I wonder how that feels. So so chances your character got to play evil for like like a small bit of time. And
Yeah.
I was asked Tessa about that. Like, how fun was that? Did you how did you get to improvise a little bit? Did you get throw anything in there, or did you want to, or like how was
Um,
that?
it was fun. It was really fun. I'd never gotten to play evil before. So it was really fun, especially playing it with Tessa, who's like one of the
Yeah.
most not serious people ever. She's always cracking jokes.
Both
And
of you.
Yeah, both. So for us to play like just stern, like you
Right.
know, super serious, it was really fun. And I don't know if you noticed, my voice was like a lot deeper, like in those scenes, and that wasn't like ADR. That was me making it deep, like on set
Okay.
to play too.
I mean, I thought it was a lot of fun the way you guys played. I thought it was fun. I was like, I love Evil Rangers. So I was like, yeah, I like this. Yeah, give me more of that. I like that. Y'all didn't stay that evil for too long, but I still like what you guys did. So yeah, so Amelia character, the reveals. That was I really had no idea that was coming. I was like, oh, she's a
Oh,
Raftonian
good.
too. Yeah,
Good.
that was a
Good.
big surprise.
Well, there was like a couple telltales and a couple guesses out in the fandom and stuff. And I feel like as soon as the Flarden Cake episode came out, everybody was like,
Mhm.
why does she like it with the Ralphconians and no one else likes it?
I don't know. I just figure you like hunting ghosts and all that stuff like that. So you would like weird stuff. So that's just
That's what
how
I
I
said.
looked at it.
Oh,
So so I was like, oh,
Yeah.
it's just weird stuff. Why not? But then when that happened, I was like, okay. And then as soon as that happened, I was like, are they her parents? Is and then I was like, then when it got there, I was like, oh, they are. Wow. I was
All the
like,
dots connecting.
yeah, that was crazy to me. Like that was a really big surprise. And I'm
Plot
pretty sure
point
that'll
I
be a
didn't
surprise for a lot of
know.
people. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
that's a
right
plot
before
point I
too.
didn't know. Yeah, literally, Simon was like, because I was like, Simon, tell me, like, I know, like, let me know. And he was like, I don't want to let you know. So when we got to that block, he was like, we'll do a meeting, like a big meeting. You'll come to my office and I'll tell you everything. And so I remember emailing him when we were at the block before, and I was like, so when are we doing this meeting? I'm ready.
Okay. That was it was good. I appreciate it. That was a good surprise. Very good surprise.
I'm so excited. Yay.
Yeah. So the ending or beginning, I like to call it, I guess.
mm.
Um
Mm.
with Zato, dying, I guess. Um when you guys filmed that, did you have any idea? Like, did you know about Cosmic Fury when you filmed it at all? Like any? That's
No,
so
and
crazy to me. Like that's what
No, well,
Kai said.
the very last like week of filming, there were like rumors, and we were asked to like, if this had happened, would you want to like come back? But that's like
Yeah.
all the information we had.
mhm.
So we
Yeah.
pretty much basically filmed all of those heavy scenes before we even knew.
I'll be honest. I told Tessa Kai the same thing. I was mad for like good 5 minutes. I was like, wait. I was like, what
Me
happened?
too.
I was like,
No, when I
wait.
read the script, I was like, kill off Russell.
Yeah.
I thought like I knew about Cosmic Fury before I saw this, right? So I was like, okay, like was it a lie? Like what is that? Like they were like, oh, everybody's coming back. I was like, okay, cool. So I just expected everything to go smoothly at the end. Honestly, that's I was like, oh, they'll be fine at the end.
Right.
But then I was like, oh, I knew something was gonna happen once they talked about what happened if you use the sword or what happened. I was like, okay, somebody's gonna use it. Somebody's gonna get hurt. I assumed Board King was gonna use it and he would die. That's what I
I did
assumed.
too. I did too.
So when I was like, what? I was like, okay, that's
Especially
that
when he teleports the nemesis away, like you were like, oh, okay, well, he's gonna sacrifice
right.
himself.
I was like, he's gonna do it. And when he didn't, I was like, oh, I really now. And first thing I was like, I really want to ask them, did they know why they were filming that stuff?
Plot
Were they
twist.
coming back already? Because that rarely happens when you come back for a third season and maybe fourth or whatever. I was like,
Yeah.
so it was a big surprise too. So when I guess the main thing was the 6 months later thing as well. I was like, when that happened, I was like, oh, they'll be fine in 6 months. I was like, come on, man. Like, what's y'all playing with me a lot?
Oh, for the
The
season
jump.
parties?
Yeah, the jump. Like after he died, and I was like, oh, they're just gonna leave it there. And then they jumped 6 months. And I was like, that really threw me. So I wasn't I was like, okay, when he's gonna come back? Like Cosmic Fury
Yeah.
is supposed to happen, right? So,
Yeah. Right.
um,
Yeah.
yeah. So how much of that, like, how much of that did you know? Did you like the 6 months jump, or like I knew you said you filmed the scenes, and then you didn't know about Cosmic Fury yet, but the 6 months jump, did you know about that? Like,
Yeah, I think we knew about that because we got our scripts, and usually they come 3 episodes in a block.
oh, okay.
Kind of knew, we read the whole thing before filming that, so we knew about the 6 month jump, um, and we knew about how it ends. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but we knew like how it was gonna wrap there and be the beginning of Cosmic.
Yeah. They'll,
I know technically the last ep yeah, technically the last episode is really like a lead right into it, I feel like.
yeah, it does.
Part 1 of season 1 of Cosmic Fury, episode 1. Oh my gosh.
Um, was there any surprise when he showed up in that new suit, or whatever? That, like, you had any idea that was happening, or
I don't
was
think we saw it until
was
like, right?
We didn't see it until the day because like Russell saw it obviously because he went into like fittings for it and everything, but we were all kind of like, let's see it on the day. Yeah, I don't think we saw it until the day of filming, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
So
It's so cool.
that's cool. That's got to be a fun way to work too, like get
Yeah.
surprises along the way as well.
Sometimes.
sometimes
Sometimes. Oh, okay.
Sometimes you just want to know.
it's good for acting and like not knowing what's coming next because like obviously you wouldn't in real life, but because they're written, you want to know.
Right. And I
Yeah.
guess like the last thing I usually like to ask is, what has been the best thing about being a Power Ranger?
Um, Man, I think one of the best things about it is seeing the effect that it has on other people and like meeting the fans and seeing how much it means to them. Um, Especially like going to Power Morphicon in it was August, um,
Yeah.
and like meeting so many different people. We were there for all 3 days. We met like probably like over 1,000 people, I would think.
Oh, easy.
And just every one of them had something great to say about the show and how it's affected them and their lives. And season 2, it's wow, it's indescribable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Chance just said it perfectly. It's just because of our like inclusivity and diversity in our show and like what the franchise brings to everything. I just think it caters to literally anyone and everyone who thinks that they can resonate with a character or a scene or anything from any of the seasons of Power Rangers.
Yes, it definitely does that.
Yeah,
I hope to maybe meet you guys next year. I mean, at 4 month con, because I
that'd
will
be
be
great.
going next year.
Yeah.
That'd be
So it
great.
is a 30th anniversary too. I was like, you guys are the 30th, I think, season. I think so.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. So
20th, 29th,
that's
and 30th.
awesome. That's really awesome.
Yeah, thank
Good for
you.
you guys. Congratulations on that.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Yeah. So I just want to say thank you for this, and I hope you have a great evening.
It was
Thanks.
so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks.